Here's what's going on. You come in, you got the simple stuff. You get your ticket. That's not the stuff that matters. The stuff that really matters is at this table right here, because it is hot out, and here is a good way to cool down. You can get a nice scoop of ice cream. In my hand is a stack of letters, people ranging from the police chief to the mayor, all saying that Raymond Colombo. It is recommended that you use tape to pick up any fragments. To this date, only 11 have been restored and are still flying. Well, I'm standing in front of something that city officials put out here to help beautify the city of Terre Haute and to give visitors coming off I-70 a lasting impression of this area.
Let me show you something about the winds that came through about a half an hour ago. This is a goal, a soccer goal that was at Terre Haute South, which was across 7th Street, and it just got blown right over here into Ray Park. This after a 21-year-old man around 6 o'clock this morning decided to go for a swim in Otter Creek, and that swim turned into what seems at this time a fatal incident.
Patrice, right here, this is a common sight across the Wabash Valley after the floodwaters poured into people's homes. Living in rural Vigo County has its benefits of tranquility. That is until you look to the side of the road. Here you'll find cups, coffee cans, and even cushions. Common items 90-year-old Bill Melvin picks up from his lawn on a daily basis.
It seems like there's so many people that just don't care about the situation around. They don't pay attention to it.
Bill doesn't put the garbage there, but believes he knows who does.
Because we're just about the right distance from the fast food places right down the road on Lafayette, and they seem to finish up along in here, and that's where the sacks come out.
Because of budget cuts, the Vigo County Commissioners are asking residents to not only pick up garbage on their own property, but also in their own neighborhood.
I want to say thank you to the people in the community that do trash pickups and mow grass for us. That helps us out a lot. Highways down, of course, and so any help we get from the public would be beneficial.
I would just hope that we are calling on those people to instill that pride in their area and help us out.
The goal would be to not have folks like Bill out picking up someone else's mess and ultimately returning the rural county to the way it's meant to be. Thursday afternoon, 30-year-old Joseph Weigel made his way into the Vigo County Courthouse. This after he set this house on South 7th Street on fire early Saturday morning.
His actions were absolutely a danger to people. He set a house on fire on South 7th Street in a stairwell that gave the only exit to the people in the upstairs apartment.
Weigel reportedly got mad his ex-girlfriend was dating someone new, so he took revenge out on where she was staying. She wasn't home that morning, but the 2 kids that he had with her were.
No.
Don't you think you could have killed someone? Was that your intent?
No, that was my kids in that house. Think I'm gonna kill my kids?
Then why did they set it on fire if you knew your kid was in there?
Like I told you, I'm stupid, all right?
Police say he then came over to North 23rd Street on Tuesday, where he lit a car on fire that was once here. The heat of that fire was so strong that it then caught this house on fire and then started to melt this one. Weigel came here because this is where his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend stays.
There are 6 people that are alive out of just sheer luck today.
Weigel left the courtroom facing 4 felony counts of arson, enough to keep him shackled while formal charges are formed.
Number 2's goes over there in that baler, and number 1's goes in this.
At age 75, Clara Vowell is still working.
Trying to make a living along with my Social Security because I don't make it on Social Security.
2 weeks ago, she started a new job here at the Sullivan County Recycling Center. What do you hope to get out of it?
Just enough money to help live.
Clara is not alone. Linda Bennett is in the same shoes.
There's so many people out there. They cannot live on what they're getting. They didn't plan for the future. I'm one of them. And there's nothing I can do to change it.
But Linda is helping people like Clara get jobs through her work at the local AARP office.
Just because you're 75 years old and maybe you can't walk or run as fast as you used to, we can put you in a job where you don't have to walk and run.
Now, the work for Claire will only be temporary while she is reintroduced into the workforce. Then she will hopefully be placed in a permanent job.
I borrowed money from my granddaughter. I don't borrow from her now.
Money that she now uses to keep herself afloat.